back to my channel. This is Lisa with Mimi's DIY Journey. I am just working in my book that I made to start doing mixed media art in. Just trying to practice and get better at this. So no, this is not a tutorial. It is just come and craft and chat with me. So I am just starting on my next page. I've got the center taped here, and I am going to start with some pattern paper here because I think maybe that will help me. You can use tissue paper for this, which maybe I should use white tissue paper. I do have some tissue paper if I could find it real quick. I cleaned my craft room, and so now I'm like, oops, having a hard time remembering where I put everything. So this is matte gel medium, and I've printed out some images on. I don't really have like a focal point picked out, so I'm just working on the background right now. So I have some images that I printed out, and I have like music paper that I was going to use. That's why I'm thinking white might be better to do this. White tissue paper. So let me try and find that real quick. Hang on just a second. All right, found my white tissue paper, and I think I need a different brush than this one. That one is just a little too small. All right, get some more gesso on here, or gesso. Get some more glue. Here we go. There. Glue. It's not glue. It's a medium, whatever. It's a glue though. I'm just starting on this one side here. I'm going to do it shiny side up. And then I'm just going to lay it on there. And if it crinkles, I'm okay with that. I am all right with the crinkles. It makes it a little more interesting. So the first couple of times I've done this, I haven't used like tissue paper or the pattern paper. And then I got to thinking that when I do the altered index cards, that's what I start with, is tissue paper or pattern paper, something like that, to give me a base. And I thought, well, I would give it a try on this. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. So I am just going to leave that long, and then after I dry it, then I'll either cut it off or tear it off. So then I'm just going to go over the top of this. I think that'll be good. That's pretty good and thick. Now I'm just going to give it a quick dry. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and just rip this. I'm not going to cut it. All right, and then this piece I'll keep. Tear off that little piece. Move my. All right. I had some pattern paper on top of my computer, so I want to make sure I move that. All right. So I have several different images here. They're not very big, but I did print them out on rice paper. Now this image is from G over at Happiness and Crafting. I kind of just like that whole image, and I thought, oh, no, I thought I printed out another one by her. It must not have went. And I like this one too. Let's practice with this. So with this being rice paper, I am going to tear this. Blend very well. Almost tore a wing. So now, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use the matte medium again. And you can use Mod Podge for this, which I normally do. But since I have this, and I've had it for a while, so I figured I would give it a try. Let's try putting it on the back of the image and see what happens. I hope my ink doesn't smear, because I have an inkjet printer, and a lot of times the ink wants to smear. And I get it when I put the glue on there. Make sure I got up under here well enough to get my lid on here. All right. Okay, now I'm going to let this dry. Well, I'm going to dry it. Trying to get it to crease there in the center. If you can't tell, yes, I like butterflies. All right, let's dry this. Okay, so now looking at this, I wish I had put some white gesso down first before I put the image down, but it is what it is. This is why I'm doing this, so I can learn on what to do, what not to do, what works best for me. All right, so I think I'm going to play with my paints here and see what I can do or not do. So I'm going to mix, this is magenta, so I'm going to mix it with some white and make it more, a little more pink. Let me grab a little cup real quick. If I can get the right drawer. I might have squeezed a little too much. Well, maybe not. I need some toothpicks. That's what I need. Something to mix this up better. So I think too, not a whole lot, but I'm going to put a little water in there, and then I'll have some on my brush as well. Okay, now I want some more white. Still more white. Yeah. Well, I might just use this whole tube of white. It's okay. I've got more acrylic paints, so not real worried about it. Oh, that's better. It could probably even use a little bit more white because I'm trying to get it a pale pink. Get off of there. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, just a little bit of water. I don't want it running, but I want to be able to I guess I'll stick that in the water. It could actually be a little bit more pale, but it's all right. It'll be all right. Isn't that what Bob Marley said? So I guess what I could do is, when I'm done, go over this with some white gesso. That will knock the colors down. So I'm just blending this to the edges to hide that a little better. But I got a little too far over. And the blue is from where I did previous pages. Oops, I just got some on my arm. Pulled my sleeves up because my other black shirt I got white paint on, so I'm trying not to ruin this one. But Yep, I wish I'd mix some more white in with that. It's okay. It's alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Okay. Really don't like that, guys. It looked better in my head. Alright, I want to dry this, and then we'll go from there. So this is the part where I think I'm going to start over. Honestly. So this is just some white gesso, and I think I'm going to go over the entire page. Now gesso really isn't like paint, so it doesn't cover, like, you know, if you was going over this with wet paint or white paint, it just knocks everything to the background. So I am actually liking this a little better because I can still see the image, but it's very dull. All right, let's get the texture paste out. Actually, I'm going to keep that pink paint because I might water it down more. So this texture paste, I made myself. I was pretty darn proud of myself in a humble way. And then somewhere I got a stencil out. So yeah, I made this with glue and cornstarch. So I just used some Mod Podge. Alright, I am going to use these pretty little flowers. Get my arm positioned where I need it. Oh yeah, that owl is just hooting and a hollering. Perfect. Now I'm going to turn it around and go this way. Scooch over here. Well, I wish you guys could hear that. I know he's too quiet for you guys to hear. We have a dead tree out in our front yard that they like to sit in. The woodpeckers love it. That's why it's there. Get in there. So that's ink that's on my stencil. And I'm just going to smear a little here. Smear some there. I just put my finger in my flower. All right. We have some blue texture paste. So that I just cover it with some saran wrap to help so it doesn't dry out. Okay, so we'll give this a quick dry after I wipe this off of my knife or my spatula, whatever you want to call it. Because I do not want that drying on my spatula. Okay, so I got everything dry, but I think I'm going to reprint this image and use that like fussy cut around it. I think I might end up with another image, who knows, but anyway, so first I'm going to add some more white to this and make this more pale. Hopefully it doesn't need more than that. And then I'm just going to get my paintbrush. It's wet, which I want to water this down anyways. Oh, not a good time for the nose to start itching. I'm actually just going to open this and pour some water in. And then I think I'm going to add some purple. Not in with the pink, but I'm going to use purple. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some water on here. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yep. Much, much better. Okay. Now I'm going to turn my book around. So I can do this side. So now I'm not so upset about the blue being in there. It'll be fine. And plus I still have the pink paint that I put on originally. So that's coming through a little bit. Okay, I think that is good. Set that to the side. All right, so let's get some purple. And then maybe some blue. And a little bit of purple. I don't need that much, but spray some water in there and get another brush. Let's see. This one will work. I need to get another little paint tray. That needs a little more water, but it'll be all right. I need a paper towel. All right. Try and keep the water out of the center there. Yep. Didn't want to move for me. Now I feel like I need to go back over it with the pink. All right, let's put some more water in that purple. Oops. Yep, that's working a lot better. Working a lot better. So I think what I want to do is dry this and then go through with some blue and see what happens there. And I went ahead, when I printed this out, I went ahead and used copy paper. Okay. Now let's hope I don't make a mess. I might. I'm good at that. Oops. Knocked the paintbrush on the floor. Okay. I was thinking maybe some yellow too. Put some yellow in here. I should have sprayed this with water before I started again. It's all right. Turn my book around. And here I did it again. Okay, I like that. Just enough. Just enough. Let's see. I am out of water in this little bottle. Maybe I should have went with the more pale yellow. I think it might be all right. Oh, we got some green now. That's kind of awesome. Because I was thinking some green too. But, oh, see, told you I'd make a mess. I'm good at that. All right. I just tried to use the blue. Get some green there. All right. I like that. I like it. I like it. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty. If I can get that cut out to where it'll look right. All right, let's try this. Okay. Okay. All right, so then I want this little flower here. Okay, and then I want this pink flower here. Cut that off. Okay. Oops. So I'm going to ink around the edges of all of this. Okay. Well, I do have an idea because, oh yeah, that is pretty. We did like that. Maybe bring it down just a little bit more. Or tuck that one over and put, or under, and put this one over. I wonder if we could. Okay, let's get the butterfly down first. That might help me. So I am going to go ahead and tack this down with my Beacons Fabri-Tac glue. No, I still have not refilled my bottle, which I should. Then we wouldn't have to wait as long for it to come down. Okay. Now you could just do this to where you just have glue mostly in the center to where the wings stick up, but I'd probably tear it opening the book or something. So I'm going to glue the entire thing down. Get it in the center there. Okay. So then you can go like that. I don't like how this has this straight edge. So I'm going to make my own there. Down just a little bit. Okay, I like it. It'll work. Oh, get off my glue bottle. Oh, okay. And this one. And then on the other side here, we'll find a sentiment to put on there. There, and that ties the flowers back in with the butterfly that has the flower on the wing. Like it. Okay. All right, let's find a sentiment. And then we'll call this done. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. I like that. Okay, and I just cut it. Oh, and I want my, well, no, here. We'll use the Beacons Fabri-Tac glue. Maybe. Okay. And then I just went over the butterfly wing just a little bit. All right. That might be the prettiest one I've done so far. Maybe not the best, but the prettiest. Maybe. I mean, practice makes perfect. Oh, guys, I'm so mad. Look what I just did. Upside down. There's no pulling that up now. Can you believe that? I can. Yes, I can. Let's see. If it comes up, great. If it doesn't, it was meant to be. Ha ha. And my flowers just stuck right to it, so we're good. All right, let's get some more glue on there. All right, so when you're doing this, make sure you check your book. I mean, I can't be the only one who has done silly things like that. I did sew signatures in a book once upside down. So yeah, I cannot be the only one who has done silly mistakes. Okay, one more time. Try and line it up the best I can where the glue already was. Right there. That's where I had the words glued down. But the Beacons Spot Protect glue does rub off. I mean, if you catch it before it glues, or dries. There. Okay. Now, oh, I just dropped part of my words. That's what I get for trying to craft when I'm tired. Maybe I should have just went and watched videos. I get tired of watching videos, though. I want to craft. I get to see everybody else craft. There we go. Look at that. Right side up. Oh, and look at me getting paint on the cover. Thank you guys for joining my little experiment tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it gives you some inspiration. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. That is the best way to support me. And don't forget to hit the notification bell and select all so you don't miss any future content from me. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.